We are streaming as we speak. In theory.
Well, okay.
Didn't have.
Are we up on my X? Is all I care about.
And I believe we are. As we are.
Yes, we are, baby.
All right.
Yes, we are.
It is happening. All right, we've got 10 seconds before the front of the house goes off.
Right in the storm out.
Crazy.
Right in the storm
Straight out of the DFW Metroplex, it's Saturday Morning Live with Jeff Fisher from Chewing the Fat and Brad Staggs from the Daily Mojo.
And me.
Today's musical guest, Three-Fingered Brazilian. That sounds more like a party than a band. And now here are your hosts, Brad Staggs and Jeff Fisher.
Wow. Is that...
Good morning.
Okay. Hey, look, we're there.
Oh, I got it.
Hold on. Three-Fingered Brazilian? Is that what he said?
Yes. You're the one that booked him. Why are you...
That does sound more like a party than a band. But hey, what do I know?
Man, I gotta clean up this shelves behind me, man.
Yeah, it looks like you are living in a dump. What are you doing?
Can I? Well, because I'm living in a dump. But can I borrow a tarp? Maybe I could hang a tarp behind me.
There are secret things going on behind me, behind the tarp.
Are there?
Yes.
Are there?
There are secret things happening back there that no one can know about until we debut them on the Daily Mojo. And so we just can't see them yet because the construction crew has insisted that they remain covered until such time as they are uncovered.
All that being said, can I borrow a tarp?
I do have one for rent. I do have one for rent.
No,
all right,
the keyword borrow.
We're live there. I think we're live everywhere. Let me just double check because this is a crazy planet. Do I see us over there? I can't tell. I think we are. All right. Well, you know what? At least we're on your X, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Oh, look, I'm getting a commercial on Rumble. So, well, how come? Wait a minute. How come I have to watch a commercial to see my own video on Rumble?
Wow,
that does not sound right. All right.
Let's go to commercial.
Now I okay. So we're good. We're up. This is exciting because
awesome.
I heard you. I was listening to Chewing the Fat yesterday, and I heard you say, "Hey, we try to bring you a show every Saturday, but it's been, we've had technical glitches and vacations.
It's been forever. Feels like forever. It's only been 2 weeks.
Felt like it was
forever.
I felt like it was a personal attack. I felt like you were coming through the radio to me, and I just felt,
Good. I threw you under the bus yesterday. Have you listened to the Friday show yet? I know you're always behind.
I am behind. I think so. Wait a minute. You did it 2 days in a row? Because I think I was listening to Thursdays.
Well, I don't remember how many times I threw you under the bus this week, but in particular, I threw you under the bus yesterday.
Great.
Because I was sent an email that said I gave out false information. And the reason I gave out false information was because of you. So it's not my fault. I apologize, but it wasn't my fault.
What was the false
I was
info?
on the phone with the guy that died from the Oak Ridge Boys.
Right? Joe Bonzel.
Yes. Okay. So I was on the phone with you when that news broke.
Right.
And you said, "Oh, that's the low voice guy." Blah, 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 blah. And so I went with that because I apologize for not being up on my Oak Ridge Boys members. And so I went with that. However, that is wrong.
He's saying lead on Elvira.
That was wrong, and that was pointed out to me through an email to chewingthefat@theblaze.com. So I felt the urge to apologize. We're giving out false information, but that really wasn't my fault. That was yours. So just saying.
I do have to take some responsibility for that.
You're the one that put that in my head, so I was like, okay, I'm going with it. I did,
because that's Joe Bonzel right there. I wonder if YouTube's going to kill us now.
Yes, they will. Get it down. We can't play that. We're not airing that. Get rid of it.
Wait a second. Hold on a minute. They won't even give you a pass for a dude that died?
No, can't do that. Sorry. He's still alive in that video. Take it down.
I don't like this world. I don't like a world that won't give you like at least one hall pass to say, hey, we missed Joe Bonzel who's saying lead on Elvira, not papa, bow. He's not dead. And that is that's my fault.
Richard or Dick or whatever his name is. That's his name. Streiber, Streeton, whatever his name is. The low voice guy.
You hadn't said it, I could have told you. What the hell's his name?
I said it yesterday too, and I've already lost it in my
Sturbin.
That's it. Sturbin, yeah.
I knew I'd know
He's
him.
the guy. Okay, he's the low voice guy, Mr. Superstar.
He's got a hell of a voice.
I could have joined the Oak Ridge Boys and made a lot of money, but nope. They already had Dick.
And they had William Lee Golden, who, did I send you the picture of him without the beard?
Oh, darn the luck! I didn't get the Oak Ridge Boys updated photograph. Man, am I looking forward to that.
He doesn't look the same without the beard. He did not look the same. That's all I'm saying. He just looked.
I'm sure the crowds were pissed. Probably had to grow it back or put a fake one on for the shows because they were
no. He has the beard. He just, when he was a younger guy, he didn't have the beard. He looked like like a normal human being.
He never shaved it off as part of the Oak Ridge Boys extravaganza. Okay,
right.
Good.
Right, and now he's 80 years old. So what do we know?
I know.
So, all right. Well, my apologies for that, because that was I will take.
No, I already apologized. I don't need you to apologize. Okay, it was your fault, and that's just the way it is.
Speaking of fault, I thought about you yesterday when I heard the judge in the Alec Baldwin.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So I'm driving home yesterday. I mean, I worked this tongue to the bone, Brad.
I know. Hardest working tongue in the business.
So I drive home and I hear where the judge has sent the jury out, and they're looking at some evidence, and we don't know what's going to happen. So then I get home and I do some chores, and I'm like, oh man, I got to get back to, because I was watching it. But Court TV had a live feed of it 24/7, and Law and Crime Network had a live feed of it. So I've been watching it as much as I can, the Alec Baldwin trial. Right. And I don't need a gunshot or a gun.
Good, because I don't have one.
This show. Don't even look for it. Don't try to find it.
I won't.
That's a rule only on Chewing the Fat, not here.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
And so I got to go back to it. And I go back to it. And they're all in the courtroom, and the judge is wrapping it up. Have a nice day. It's incredible.
It doesn't seem right. The
trial wasn't right.
Do you want to set this up anymore? Or do you want to just?
No, this is just the judge reading the. She blabbed for 10 minutes or whatever, and then during the whole blabbing, this is the end of the blabbing, saying that it's over.
To right this wrong. Lesser sanctions under Harper. Trial courts possess broad discretionary authority to decide what sanction to impose when a discovery order is violated. State versus Lemire. The sanction of dismissal is the only.
Could she act any more disinterested?
She's serious. What are we talking about?
Okay, she's just. I mean, we all know that court is theater, and she sucks as an actress.
I will say this entire process made you realize why the big time attorneys make a lot of money, because it's a boring process. The whole process is really boring, and you have to submit evidence in order, and you've got to lay the groundwork before you finally get to what you want to get to. And it's really agonizing. But this is Judicial District Judge Mary Marlowe Sommer.
I loved her in that girl.
Or Sommer, however she pronounces it, Sommer.
All right.
And she's interested. Back off her. Go ahead.
Warranted remedy. The jury has been sworn, jeopardy has attached, and a mistrial would not be based upon manifest necessity. Further, the sanction of dismissal
There's
is
Stephen
warranted
Hughes
in
there
this
the whole
case.
trial too. The wife.
That's his brother. I thought that was the
Yeah.
husband of Elena.
The state has repeatedly made representations to defense and to the court that they were compliant with all their discovery obligations. Despite their repeated representations, they have continued to fail to disclose critical evidence to the defendant.
Go ahead, Alec.
Brady
I
and
know
Harper
you're
are
upset. It's
satisfied.
so pressing.
Dismissal with prejudice is warranted. Court
That's
also
right.
has inherent power.
That
Per State versus Lemire, where discovery violations
wife.
inject needless delay into the proceedings, courts may impose meaningful sanctions to effectuate their inherent power and promote efficient judicial administration.
We don't have to do the reality show in
Discovery
jail.
violation has injected a needless,
Although that would have been
incurable
good.
delay
That would have
into
been
the
awesome.
ultimate jury trial. Dismissal with prejudice is warranted to ensure the integrity of the judicial system and the efficient administration of
That's
justice.
right.
okay.
Your motion to dismiss with
And
prejudice
with prejudice.
is granted.
You're not going to come back on them. Get out of here. We're done. Have a nice freaking day. I
Now,
mean,
with
it's
respect
Well,
to the
he's
and then she goes on to say, "Hey, with respect to the jury, I know you guys don't want to come back on Monday, so I'll take care of it. I got it."
all right. So wait a second. Now, I agree with you because the way the FBI, and I have no faith left in the FBI anyway.
Whoa.
I know
okay.
it sucks. I don't like that, but I don't, and I don't need them knocking on my door. So,
So now, do you love them?
I love them so much. I will love them and pet them and call them George. But they rebuilt, like you said, they rebuilt the gun.
Well, okay, so that was a big point with Alec's defense, and I thought, thank you, because I hadn't read much about them talking about that, and they were obviously saving that for court. But I mean, I talked about that at length. I mean, how come it wasn't the same gun? It's insane.
No, they put new parts in it.
Yeah, right. We put new parts in, it worked. Well, no kidding. We can't figure out why, but he had to have pulled the trigger because there's no way to shoot this gun without pulling the trigger. Yeah, because you put new stuff in. Anyway, he was originally charged with involuntary manslaughter and the firearm enhancement charge. That was eventually dropped, and then the whole thing was dismissed. And then they came.
What's a
then
firearm
they came back
enhancement
again.
charge?
That's just to add more time. It's a government charge to. I don't know. I don't know the official meaning. I did it one time. It's an added charge. Like that means that you.
Used a gun. I thought you meant like they enhanced the firearm. Okay, no, I get it now. It's like, what did he do to the gun to make it better?
So, and they asked for the judge to throw that out, in fact, because the judge said, no, we're not throwing that out. But the judge did throw out some stuff pre-picking a jury. The day before they picked the jury, the judge threw out some stuff in this trial already. Like they wanted to say that Baldwin was like he was one of the co-producers, and they want to say he was more responsible than anyone else.
As a producer,
he was more responsible than anyone else.
You are more responsible.
But that wasn't relevant to this trial. Well, okay. Are we? See, let's have this talk for just a second.
There were some good points that they brought up, but they screwed it all up by
this prosecution, the New Mexico prosecution, was screwed up to begin with. And what's her face, the prosecutor, what's her name?
Was it Marcia Clark?
No, what was her stupid name? Karen Morrissey. She's got to. I mean, have a nice day. Get out of here, because two people quit. The one girl quit yesterday. The one girl quit yesterday for the prosecution team. She goes, "No, I'm not going to do this," because they had this new revelation. This is what threw the case into a tailspin, was the revelation of this ammunition. So the crime scene technician, Popple, testified under cross-examination that a good Samaritan had come to authorities with ammunition earlier in the year. I mean, he came to the authorities right after the Gutierrez-Reed trial.
Right.
And gave them, he said that he was a friend of Fel Reed, the stepfather of the Rust armorer, Reed. and he said, and it was a box of 45 Colt 45 rounds that was supposed to have been live ammunition that was on the set that was not brought there by anyone else. So there's no way that Alec would have, even if he was responsible for it. Here's live rounds that he had no idea were there. Okay,
right. By the way,
but
Hannah
then
Gutierrez Reed.
So, and she's serving 18 months in prison now.
Right.
So they weren't given. They put this ammunition in. They didn't file it under this case, and they had a different filing number. And they did we forget to tell you guys about that? Gosh darn it!
It's like the DMV of police departments.
Yeah. So now, could one make the assumption that perhaps this guy who turned in these box of shells was, and I'm just throwing hypotheticals out there, that someone from the Baldwin team sent him in there to put this on and then see if they had to see what happened with it?
Maybe a
defense
lawyer would do that.
I agree, because if they did it, then that's just another thing that they failed to disclose,
right?
And which is exactly what happened. And the judge is like, no, this whole thing is, you did the whole thing wrong, and it's ridiculous, and this thing's over.
Gen Y Outcast in the chat room says, who loaded the gun? That is the question. Sabotage.
Yeah, well, okay. No question. It's always been that way.
She should, it was the first AD that handed Baldwin the gun, which he shouldn't have done, because that's the armorer's job, to hand handle the weapon and hand it to the actor. And, as an actor, they had firearms training. You never point a gun, you never shoot a gun, you never pull a trigger until you've checked a weapon. Just don't do it.
Okay.
Rules is rules.
That was part of the prosecution's case, that really they wanted to prove how Alec was reckless on set, and some of the film, why they wanted to have that co-producer stuff in is, and then they could show some of the video that was released of some of the training where Alec was doing a FaceTime and not really paying attention,
right? But they wouldn't let him show that.
Right. Which we never got to it anyway, any part of that really. But I'm a little miffed at, you never point a gun at anybody on a set. I mean, how many movies and shows do we watch where guns are pointed at people? Shut up. That's part of the business.
But that's the final result. That's what they get on film. Prior to that, somebody should have checked it. I mean,
that's fine, but that's not his job. That's not Alec's job. He's the actor.
Right. He's also the producer. Co-producer. James says Baldwin got lucky. The state played dirty.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. They were terrible, and they wanted nothing but to bring Baldwin down for it.
Right.
And it was stupid. It should not have happened. And with this ammunition issue that happened in this case, it may affect the Gutierrez Reed case.
I hope it should,
because she may get out, because what they're alluding to is that these live rounds were brought to the set unbeknownst to any of these people.
Right.
So they can't be responsible for something they didn't know about.
Somebody brought some bullets to say, hey, this is a cool old gun. Let's go see how it shoots.
And I believe there was video or talk or it's not testimony, but there were some written reports about how there were live rounds being fired off times on the set. So,
because that's what you do when you're not shooting. When you're, there's a lot of time you're just standing around, and it's like, hey, man, this is a cool old whatever year it was. Let's just see how this thing shoots. And somebody brought some ammo, and they did, and then it got one bullet got lodged in there, and they forgot to take it out. And oh, by the way, Michael Smith says, hi, welcome to the chat that Brad and Jeffy ignore on YouTube. Do we?
Wow.
Do we?
Wow.
But
Who
that's
said
what
that?
Michael Smith.
Hey, Michael, thank you for coming along for the ride today. We really appreciate it. Back off. All right.
And Sue Mariani says, is it true they found 2 loaded guns on the set?
Yeah, I forget. They had other, they made a big deal out of, and I missed some of the testimony. So, I mean, if I care enough, I'll go back and look at some of the testimony about it. I don't know that I actually care enough to do that.
But this again shows that the court is not about the truth.
That's not true.
It's never about the truth.
True.
It's about the better show.
But the truth is that he's not responsible. That's the truth. Alec Baldwin is the biggest douche and elitist douche there is.
Agreed.
Which is there's no question about that.
What a good actor.
I love a lot of his work. I do.
Too.
I love a lot of his work.
Yep.
And I love sometimes he makes me laugh because he's such a douche.
I know.
I mean, I just no question about it. And would it have been fun? They made the big deal out of that the new reality show, the Baldwins, they were making plans to continue filming if he was sent to jail. I mean, it almost made me want him to be found guilty.
Which would have been great. I mean, people would have watched at least the first episode.
Absolutely. They're already pissed about the Baldwins anyway, this reality show, because they had to pay him way more money than they wanted to. Alec wanted money for him. I think it was $300,000 an episode, and then he wanted $300,000 for the family.
Was Hilaria going to use the fake accent, the Spanish accent? Okay,
probably,
because how you say
the one
video
American,
cucumber? Yeah. Cucumber. All insane.
The one promo that they shot for the reality show, saying it was coming, it was on the way, and they've got 1,000 kids, and Alec, he's got the older kids, which he's got the favorite voicemail that he left for what's her face. So you're a thoughtless little pig. Love that.
Yes.
One of my favorite voicemails ever.
During the Kim Basinger.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yes. My time to call you, and you're not there. You're a thoughtless little pig, and I'm coming out there. What a great phone call.
She grew up, right?
Baldwin. Really, that's what? Yes, Brad. She's not 11 anymore.
Well, I'm saying, how is it Ireland?
Is it Ireland? Yeah.
Okay,
I think so.
Let's have a little look-see at what Ireland turned out to be.
Oh yeah, and she's forgiven him, and she's said that she's forgiven him and all that stuff.
God,
but
is she like 7
at the
feet
time,
tall?
No, stop. She's got heels on, and Alex, I don't know how tall Alec is, to be honest. It's easy enough to find out, but
she's not a fat little pig anymore.
Or I don't know if she's still a thoughtless little pig.
She might be thoughtless still.
You've got to find that audio now. I want to hear that audio so bad. The voicemail is so good.
Thoughtless
so good.
Pig.
When I make time, I stop my day to call you, and you're not there. That was so good. Now this is 100 years ago, but so now he and Hilaria have got all these kids that they had surrogates for and all this stuff. I don't even know if she had any of them for real. But anyway, they've got 1,000 kids, and they were such little brats. The show might be fun.
They're the Baldwins.
When she was 12 years old.
You have insulted me for the last time. You don't have the brains or the decency as a human being. I don't give a damn that you're 12 years old or 11 years old.
I don't even know how old you are.
You have humiliated me for the last time with this phone. You have made me feel like shit, and you made me feel like a fool.
Wow.
You do it to me constantly. I am going to get on a plane, and I'm going to come out there.
I'm coming out there.
And I'm going to straighten your ass.
Wow.
Do you understand me? I'm going to really make sure you get it. So you better be ready to meet with me. So
was awesome.
Little pig, you really are.
Wow. That is the sound of a
so
father
good.
who
Rotten
loves
little
his
pig.
daughter.
I called her a thoughtless pig. I apologize. It was a rotten little pig.
No. He said,
It
no,
was so good.
there's still, hold on.
Thoughtless little pig.
Okay.
He called her that
Okay.
too.
Okay, good.
He got that one in there too. Wow.
So good.
What a dick.
So
I don't
good.
care if you're
Yeah.
11. You've humiliated me for the.
11, 12,
Dad,
however old you are. I
what's
don't even know how old. I don't
humiliated
even know
mean?
your age.
He
I don't
doesn't
even know
even
your
know what
age,
that
but I'm
means.
coming out there.
Wow.
That's so good. So good.
And Gamaval
So-
says, hey, Shvetty balls. She likes Shvetty balls. So Gamaval likes Shvetty balls. Oh.
Okay.
And Bethy Not in the chat says, I'm a producer, and if it was me in the same circumstances, I'd be held responsible. Protocol was broken. Yup. That's the case. I mean, that's just, I know you don't understand the world of television, Jeff, because you don't come from I come from a world of TV and was a producer at one time.
Oh, please tell us how it's done.
And it is,
Please.
it's, there's a lot of chaos on the set. You have to keep your wits about yourself. And as the producer, you have a level of power. Tell me people weren't intimidated by him on the set.
Well, of course they were.
Right. Which
It's
means
his
he
movie.
has exactly, which means he has an imbalance of power in his position as producer, and with great power comes great responsibility. I believe it was the great theologian Spider-Man's uncle who said that.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, and but again, the state screwed it up. It was nobody's fault, but I swear they had Marcia Clark and Chris Darden.
Yes, absolutely.
For those of you under 100 years old, that was the dream team. Well, no, not the dream team, because that's who OJ had, but they were the
That was not the
prosecutors on
dream team.
OJ's case, and they screwed it up so badly that he got off.
I know, and obviously OJ had the dream team.
Yeah,
And in the words of the Lincoln lawyer, the Lincoln lawyer said, "You want to know why they're great? Because they won."
yes,
Nobody gives a crap about the dream team if they
Right.
lost. Okay.
yeah. And here's the other thing: you look at like the because I never really understood this stuff growing up, but look at the like federal prosecutors and their success rate. And the reason they have such a fabulous, like a 95% conviction rate, is because they've got unlimited amounts of money.
Well, and they only take cases that they know they're going to win. No question that they have unlimited amounts of money, and you're up against the state.
Right.
No question. Which is why it's so funny that everyone claims to hate all these big time lawyers. No, they are to help you when the state comes
Yes.
down on you.
Yes. Yeah. Aubrey Harwell was, when I worked at WLAC in Nashville, one of the saleswomen was dating, and I think eventually married Aubrey Harwell, who was the attorney on the Ford Pinto case, but also knew Shapiro. And this is back in the early 90s, and I was talking to Aubrey one day. I said, well, so what is Shapiro think? He said, Shapiro knows he's guilty.
Whoa. No, see, that's like triple hearsay. We're done.
Just saying.
Yeah, I know you're just saying. That's what she's just saying. That doesn't make it so.
No. What he's Aubrey is a guy. First of all,
fine.
How could you?
Sorry.
I don't know why his parents
I
hated him
apologize.
so much,
I
but
apologize.
he's the one who said, "No, of course
So
Shapiro thinks he's guilty."
The attorney was dating
Right.
Aubrey.
No, Aubrey was
Okay.
the attorney. Aubrey Harwell.
Oh, okay.
Good
So
Lord.
so how many people down the line that we're supposed to believe that that's actually what he believes? Stop it.
He
You're dismissed. No further questions. Get out of here.
There's Aubrey Harwell right there. And
So
I've spoken with
you-
him many times.
okay, but because he was dating somebody that cleaned the floors at your WLAC.
She was, let's see, Carlana Mascao was the woman that he was married to. Let's see if there's a picture of, I think that's Carlana right there.
Is that her right there?
That's Is that Carolina? That kind of looks like her. She was a
Well, you
very
never know
fit
what a
woman.
janitor looks like.
She was not the janitor. She was a salesperson. She made all the money. But he made money too. I mean, he makes a lot of money. Aubrey.
Well, yeah, he's
Carlana.
friends with other lawyers.
Aubrey and Carolina. Yeah, Carolina Mosqueo. They, I mean, and they're, you know, they get around. They've, you know, they've. There was a long time that no one that we felt bad for Carolina, thinking, "Hey, Aubrey's never going to marry you." Oh, I hope she's not listening right now. Hey, Carolina. But it was like, oh man, he's gonna. But no.
Got any other rumors you want to share with us?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. Those are my only. Let's see. I think those are the only rumors. Do I have any other? No.
I appreciate you, walking us through what it's like to be on a set and who's in charge. Oh, man,
you're welcome.
I just don't have any idea.
You know, but while we're talking about that, you know, back in the day when Talking Walking Dead, you know, it kind of hit its pinnacle, there was a guy on there that, had the details, and paid attention to the details of, certain Walking Dead shows. But I don't remember who that was.
Shows evolve, change, that's what happens.
Right, exactly.
People come and go.
I can only relate it to like the X-Files after David Duchovny left and it sucked. But, by the way, Gen Y Outcast says, Brad, you're doing a good job interacting with the chat. You are learning balance, my friend. The streaming force may be with you yet. Thank you. You got to learn how to suck up. If you learn how to suck up in life, I'm telling you, things are so much better. Where's the other chat room? I know we have another one somewhere on one of the, because we're broadcasting to about 400 different places. Let's see. Michael Smith says, classy. Only Alec Baldwin movie worth watching is Hunt for Red October. I would disagree with that. I think that he was also good in the Mission Impossible.
With you, right?
Huh?
I looked up and I had gone away. So.
Damn it. It didn't stick.
Came back.
I'm sorry. Wait a second.
Came back.
You did? No,
hey,
you're still here.
Okay.
It didn't.
Did you hear me talking about
it didn't work. He's still here. No, well, I didn't hear you say anything. What did you say?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about. One of the people who commented on my X account.
Who was it? What'd they say? Because we didn't hear it.
Todd down like 4 flats was commenting that he has a picture of chicken with hot sauce and Robusto Italian in a Ziploc bag saying, no anchovies detective, chicken thighs. So, your little title for the show is No Anchovies, Please, which is hilarious.
Do you know where that comes from?
Yeah, my order on pizzas, no anchovies, please.
The Jay Giles Band. Oh, my God, that bowling ball. It's my wife. Do you not remember that? It's
no.
a song. It's not really a song. It's more of a story set to some background music on the
from
Jay Giles Band.
From Jay? Or?
Yeah. And by the way, Jay didn't sing. It was Peter Wolf. But
okay.
And Jay Giles is dead, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Died. But there was a song on and I can't remember the album. It was it was the same one that. Been
a while since I've listened to some Jay Giles.
That was good stuff. Anyway, it's called No Anchovies, Please, and it's about the guy's wife who goes she goes missing, and she ends up as a bowling ball. And when he sees a guy bowling, he looks up at the television and says, "Oh my God, that bowling ball! It's my wife." It's very funny, especially
it sounds like
if you're
hilarious.
Smoking a fatty or if you're on shrooms. It's hysterical. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Well, sorry, we have to take a break. Hang on a second. We have to take a break, and but before we do, and I couldn't find the Jeffy Blue Freshie Facebook page. Where the hell is it?
What are you talking about?
Where is the Jeffy Blue Freshie Facebook page?
No, it's under Amber's page.
It's called.
Well, just a second. I read it every week, and I read it, but I don't save it.
It's the Jeffy Blue Freshie Facebook group, or is it just the Blue Freshie?
And it's
Facebook
the Talking Sense.
Oh.
SESCENTS. Talking Sense.
Oh, that's maybe why I couldn't. Aha. There it is.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. You can order anytime Talking Sense. You can go there and order the Freshie Scent and Design just for you.
That's very nice.
And they're actually really nice.
That's very, very nice. Okay. Here's the guitar music as we...
Sorry to interrupt, guys,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's time for a quick break. You'll be right back. And they're back. Brad Staggs
Wow.
and Jeff Fisher.
I know, it seems like it gets shorter all the time, doesn't it?
That's awesome. So I have a video.
Sorry, it was a short joke. Right? Yeah. Anyway. I can't remember what we were talking about before the break because it was so long ago.
No, we're done. Yeah, we're done with that because we're going to move with that because I need your help.
All right.
I need you to decide for me
Uh-huh.
if this is real or not.
Okay.
Okay. So I've laughed about this video for well over a week. I've been waiting to share it with you. And it's from this Sinrest_Sammy on TikTok. And I have I watched this thing multiple times. And we're going to share it with the audience. But she had an experience at a Walmart. And I want to believe that it's real. I want to believe that it's real.
Do you?
Just so you know, I'm gonna lay the groundwork for this. There's some big guy language in here. Okay. So if you're afraid of big guy language, or you don't want your kids to hear a big guy word, sure they hear it from you, but you don't want to admit it, go ahead and
I'll try to shout over it
the
when I
audio.
hear it. I'll try to make sure that it isn't heard. I'll do my best.
Okay.
How's that?
But
I shit myself in Walmart today. I'm never going back.
Wait a second. That was the first one right out of the gate. I didn't do a very good job of.
no, you did not. You did not do a good job at all.
Sorry.
Walmart. Again, I can't. Okay, so I've not been able to shit for like 4 days. And someone
Wow.
told me to get the Dieter's drink. It's the China Green Dieter brand. It's like a green box. And they're like, okay, yeah, like this will make you go to the bathroom. Like you'll feel better. I was like, great, this is what I need. I took it this morning. A couple hours have passed, nothing's happened. I'm like, okay, great, whatever. I go to Walmart to pick up a couple things. I'm wearing a sundress. It's
No.
sundress season. Okay,
No.
and you don't usually wear panties with sundresses.
What?
Of course,
I was
that's
just-
that's par for the course, Brad. You know that.
Well, I never wear panties with my sundress.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
feeling cutesy and artsy and I guess fartsy, except the farts
Wow.
turn into shit. I was in the bathing suit section of Walmart. They had a great new selection of bathing suits. And the bathing suits are right in the front. I go to fart. Because
No.
I felt like it. You know what I mean?
No.
And I thought, and there's nobody around me. I was like, I know, it's probably going to be like a silent one.
No.
And when I did,
No. No.
stuff
No.
came out.
No. No.
It came out. It plopped
She's not done.
on
No.
the ground.
No.
She's not done.
And I thought I denied it. I was in denial for like a good 10 seconds.
No.
I was like, no way. I just stood there frozen. Couldn't
Right?
even look. Couldn't even bring
I
myself
know,
to look.
baby. I know.
There's shit on the ground. My
Oh, no.
shit is on the ground. And
The ground.
I was looking and I don't think anybody saw it. It wasn't that busy. So I run. I start running to the bathroom. Shit is coming out of me. It's
No.
literally, I can't
Why is-
squeeze my asshole.
No. 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 No.
Come
No.
on. Come on.
No.
Come on.
She's sucking all of the romance out of this. She just no. She cannot be. She is not real. That is not real. That is the face of a lying liar who wears a freaking sundress to Walmart.
She's not done. Go ahead.
Ah, jeez.
I enough for this shit not to come.
She is not.
I run to the bathroom. I get there, and I drop atom bombs of shit into the toilet. And there's a lady that starts cleaning the bathrooms, and I tell her, ma'am, the shit trail is me. I'm
No.
so sorry. I couldn't help it.
No.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
No.
I couldn't help it.
This is no. She's wrong. This is wrong.
She wraps it up.
Sammy.
She wraps it up. She's telling you what happened. She's struggling right now, Brad. She's struggling.
Why am I?
I've got no underwear on
No.
to even catch it.
No.
I'm in a sundress. There's shit in
No. No. Why am I? No. 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 Just no. No.
She's not done.
on my sundress.
No.
Please help me. Please
No.
help me. And she was such a nice lady.
No.
And she said, it's okay. It's okay. It's happened, which
No.
it probably hasn't.
No.
She was
It
just saying
hasn't.
that to be nice.
This is a
And
lie.
she got on a walkie-talkie and like told the people in the walkie-talkie
This is
that
This
there's
is
a
a
cleanup
lie.
that needs to be done. So
This-
now everybody knows. Everybody in Walmart knows.
that's because you told
I'm
them.
sure I was the talk of the town, and I'm sure
No.
customers are like, "What is this?" On
What?
the ground
No.
and shit on mine. I'm sure there's camera footage of me just running and shitting as I run.
No. 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 I can't take anymore.
I would love to see the video, though. I'm telling you, if you have
It's
access
not
to the video,
real.
send it to me. chewingthefat@theblaze.com. She's not done. She's
Oh,
not done. The
I don't
lady
know
is
how much-
helping her. The
I
lady
don't-
is going to help her.
And I start crying, and I have not stopped crying. The nice lady, she brought me some sweatpants and clean underwear when I was finally to get enough shit out of me to where I wasn't.
Oh my.
falling
No. No.
She's not done. This lady's helping her.
This is not real. Sincerest Sammy is full of shit. Sorry.
Not anymore. Go ahead.
barely shitting anymore. Thank God for her. Bless her fucking heart. And she even walked
Ah.
Oh, yeah, good. Wait, nice cover up.
I missed it.
in my car, and I felt like every eye was on me, like I was on a stage, just shitting, you know, and everyone was watching me shit. And when I got home, I shit some more.
No. Okay. No. We're done. No.
She's going to tell you that the green tea from China you should not get. The diet green tea you should not purchase. Stay away from it.
And don't worry. No one wears a sundress to Walmart. That doesn't even make sense. Nobody wears a sundress.
I
To Walmart.
have laughed at that video for a week and a half. It makes every time I think about it, I start laughing about it because I want it to be real. I want it to be real. We've seen it. Have you not seen the videos in your timeline of people, females, pooping at stores and then kicking it under the register? Have you not seen those in your timeline?
Whoa, that's for some strange reason those don't come up in my timeline. I don't know
Well,
why
they come
those
up in
don't-
mine. They come up in my timeline.
I don't know why those don't come up in my timeline. that just I don't know why they don't come up in my maybe it's because I don't search for videos of women in Walmart, you know, losing control of their intestines
Possible.
and doing it on the floor in Walmart. I don't know. However, things like this come up in my timeline. It's a 1930s song I think we'll all enjoy. It's I love, you like old time music. I like old time music. And this is a great old time music song. It's Harry Roy and his orchestra, by the way.
Love Harry Roy and his orchestra.
There's one pet I like to pet, and every evening we get set. I stroke it every chance I get. It's my girl's pussy.
It's a cat.
Seldom plays and never purrs, and I love the thoughts it stirs, but I don't mind because it's hers. My girl's pussy.
It's a cat.
It's a freaking cat, people. Jiminy.
Is Harry petting his cat while he's singing a song here with
He
his
might
orchestra?
be.
I bet he is.
Why
that's
wouldn't
the
he
act.
be?
But it's the best I've ever seen. Is my girl's pussy.
It's a fabulous song from 100 years ago.
Is it 100 now?
Huh?
Is it actually 100 now?
It was out in 1931. So it's
not
almost.
100.
So
No,
it's
so I
very
thought you were
close to being
lying
100.
to the audience.
It's very close to being 100 years old. Just saying. That's when music was good. Harry Roy and his
You're right,
orchestra.
Grandpa. I mean, great Grandpa. You're right.
They also had a great song called "She Had to Go and Lose It at the Astor," and
They had what?
it was a song called "She Had to Go and Lose It at the Astor."
Oh, see, because Astor, that was a grocery store, so she did the same thing as what's her face did.
No,
at Walmart.
she did
It's
not.
just
It was a
the name of the
hotel. It
store.
wasn't. No, it was a hotel. And he had another great song called "When Can I Have a Banana Again?"
This is the great Harry Roy and his
It
orchestra.
is.
I never drink any tea.
Right.
Eggs and bacon, beef and ham. These things don't worry me.
No.
I won't eat the neck of a chicken.
Nope.
To me it don't mean a thing. For one thing I always crave, and that's why you hear me sing. When can I have a banana again?
Right?
Oh, tell me, mother, tell me, do.
When can I have a banana again? See, that's back when music was good and simple
Right.
and innocent. 100 years ago, they didn't have these filthy, dirty, rotten songs like they do now.
Right.
Like
I was
rap.
listening to what I thought was old time music this morning. It was AC/DC, If You Want Blood, and I even threw a little REO Speedwagon. Riding the storm out this morning.
You're old when you get into an elevator and you hear AC/DC in the music form.
Has that actually happened?
Yes. Or like Thunderstruck. I mean, everybody's done Thunderstruck on the violin and on the upright bass. And yes, I've heard Thunderstruck. I guarantee you there's a Muzak version of Thunderstruck. There is.
I don't know that we're listening to
Muzak.
AC/DC and the elevator music. Plus, there's not a lot of elevator music. I mean, when is the last time you were in an elevator that had music? Seriously, no joke. No, not joking.
They always have, don't they?
No, they don't.
That's just the instrument.
Plus, here in Texas, there's 2 or 3 story buildings or hospitals, that have elevators, but we hear music in those. We're not listening to Harry Roy and his orchestra in the elevators. I'll tell you that.
There is, let's see, 11. No, that's Aerosmith 11 in elevator. I'm trying to find and I can't, of course, because I wasn't prepared for this line of questioning, Your Honor. I didn't realize that.
Well, we'll take a recess and.
Okay, I'd have nobody fiddle with the gun.
Nobody
Please.
fiddle with it.
Don't anybody fiddle with a gun. There was
Since
something
we're touching.
else. Speaking of fiddling with guns, you sent something about Abe Lincoln.
Oh yeah, there's a new documentary coming out that brings out some new information about Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president of the United States of America. Abraham Lincoln, who was assassinated in office.
Right. That's why they
End
say,
of the Civil War.
That's why they say don't sit still.
Free
That's how Lincoln
play.
got it.
I'm sorry?
Don't sit still. That's how Lincoln got it.
Wow.
Keep moving.
Wow.
Do we?
He is considered a sacred figure by both Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah.
He led the nation through its greatest crisis.
He's on our currency. We build monuments to him.
He's the greatest president the United States has ever had.
Today, the big question that people are asking is, was Abraham Lincoln gay?
Wait.
That's the big question.
Nobody is answering
question.
that question.
No, that's the big question.
That is not the big. No one is asking if Abe Lincoln was gay.
And she just said they were.
In the 19th century, for many men, their closest relationships were other men, and same for women.
Men would live with another man when they're single, and often did, and shared beds.
Lincoln probably slept in
This is such a bunch of horseshit.
same bed with men more than he did with women.
No, he
One
did
of the
not.
things that fascinates scholars is his bedding down with Joshua Speed for 4 years.
Oh, who didn't sleep with that little whore?
Love between those two men. When you put together all of the evidence, it's really startling.
Lincoln has a type.
Seriously.
Is it?
Seriously. Why is everything have to be gay?
I don't know the answer to that question.
I'm okay with hot lesbians. Just for the record. Thought I'd
who
go
is
out
it?
there.
Well,
right, exactly. Well, gay men. I mean, they're not really into hot lesbians, but
Well, they
why
might be
does...
if they're bi, but they're not gay.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about
anyway.
that.
Anyway.
Why does everything have to be gay?
Well, everything doesn't, but they're just saying that Abraham Lincoln was, and they were showing, facts. I mean, look, the lady said everyone's asking the question.
Wow, is there? Let's see.
Dashing, daring.
We have this notion that if you have an attraction like that, boom, that's your orientation.
Sexuality through the mid-19th century was far more fluid.
But for someone who wanted to pull...
Wow. That right there, that is the biggest farce of them all. The whole gender fluid thing. Sorry. Make up your damn mind. That's all.
Political career, it was mandatory that you have a wife.
Dear Speed, I shall be very lonesome without you. Yours forever, Lincoln.
Okay, wait a second.
What you have in
Wait a
Documented
second.
proof. Documented proof.
Mary Todd Lincoln was a beard, which is ironic since, Abe had the beard.
They're not done. We're promoting the documentary.
19th century was very strict marriage culture. Get married, and then everything is possible.
Captain David Derrickson became friends with Lincoln while they were living here at the cottage.
There is a soldier here devoted to the president, and when Mrs. L is not home, sleeps with him. What stuff?
He was seen wearing the president's nightshirt.
If you want a smoking gun, here it is.
But then you see all these shifts to the end of the 19th century.
Wait, what the hell was that? That was like a flash frame.
I know.
Gun, here it is.
But then you see all these shifts to the end.
Okie dokie. Seems like a reliable source.
It's a good look, actually.
Wait a minute. Those earrings with that shirt? Is that Mummy Brown? Is that Mummy Brown on his shirt, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll explain that.
Into the 19th century.
Freud was devastating to sexuality, defining very rigid categories.
And they're saying if a man loves another man, it's unnatural.
Homosexuality is a mental illness.
It was not only wrong, it was punishable. If Lincoln were to look down today, he would see the United States at a particularly fragile moment.
History is so important because it allows us to understand who we were, who we might become.
Lincoln's legacy is the insistence on equality. We have been in the house of power. If you can accept a queer Lincoln, you can accept queer people overall.
He should inspire us to achieve a true democracy for everyone.
Right. Yeah, well, we are not a democracy. The untold story. Abraham Lincoln.
Wait a second. Coming soon. In the overflow room? If you know, you know. Why is everything gay? Why does everything have to be gay?
Because if you can accept Lincoln being gay, Brad, you can accept all queer people.
I think. How about if you can accept Lincoln being, straight, you can still accept gay people? What?
What? Wait, what?
I know, it makes no sense. By the way, what would they say? Being gay is not normal? It isn't normal.
Wow.
It isn't.
Wow.
It's the definite normal would be the condition of being normal, like everything else. It is not the normal. It is abnormal by definition. I'm not judging it. It's just
kind of sounds like you are.
I'm not.
Sounds like you're judging.
I know gay people. I know some very happy gay people.
I don't know if you saw the sign in the documentary promotional, but it talked about God hates fag enablers.
Right.
And
why does God? Well, God hates
that's
smoking.
That's my favorite sign.
Wow.
God hates fag enablers. That's
what the hell is a fag enabler?
Oh, you know what? You, someone like you. Someone like you.
I don't know if you knew it or not, but we had we do have the song from our group, the Three.
Okay, awesome. They actually arrived.
They did.
The three-fingered Brazilian team. Man,
it sounds more. I know it sounds more like a party than a band.
A lot of those guys look Abe Lincolnish.
They do. I think it's the hat. Are they triplets? I'm not sure.
In the mirror I see six-pack shining brightly. 3 fingers on each hand dancing through the lively land. In the rhythm you lose one of these instruments, we choose what the hell. 3 fingers wave so free, salsa groove, can't you see? When you listen to this show with 3 fingers, don't you know? Brad and Jeffy will treat you like a freak home. So ride with us through the salsa dust to the shore Saturdays. It has a name, so you just say, I love Saturday mornings live with Brad and Jeffy.
Right?
Ain't no time, follow time, just live the salsa life with your 3-fingered wife.
Wait a second. You have a 3-fingered wife?
When I need one.
I'll be damned. I didn't realize they were going to personalize the song like that. I wanted to thank
nice
you. That
anyway.
was very kind for a 3-fingered Brazilian, who again sound more like a party than a band. And let me just, I want to.
That was nice of him to stop by. Thank you.
I want to extend my sympathies for the appendage of the 3-fingered Brazilian on the left on his right hand. I don't know what happened, if it was a horrible meat grinder accident, but he looks like he has a male sexual organ as a thumb. Now, I don't know if that was something, if that was congenital.
That's a weird looking male sexual organ.
It is.
Okay.
It is. And why does the middle hat look more like a sombrero than a Russian hat?
Because it still has the ridge, right? That's why.
Right. It's yeah.
It's a good look.
It's a
good look. I like it.
It's a very good look. So
I can't wait for the documentary on Lincoln being gay, because I'm pretty sure we saw the biggest highlights. So they've got to have the one thing they have, I think, that probably leads that way, is where they said this is a smoking gun, where they had some letter of the guy wearing Lincoln's nightshirt. And I'm sure there isn't an explanation other than he's gay.
If he was gay, why would we have not heard this by now?
Because it's secret.
Right, because they needed time to.
And these are secret letters that nobody wants other people to read. And this documentary has got them out of Library of Congress secretly. Now we know Lincoln's writings.
Hold on
I
a
guess
second.
I don't know.
Sue Mariani says, then who did Mary Todd Lincoln have her kids with? Their kids look like him.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, I mean, let's back up just a little bit. All right.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't mean he couldn't father children with the crazy woman.
Ew.
Just means he preferred to, be with his boyfriends when the crazy woman is off raising the kids somewhere.
Right.
We're going to go to the cottage for the weekend and take care of a little.
What's funny, you should say cottage, because James says there are closets in log cabins.
Thank you.
Hang on a second. Let's see. Over here in the Rumble chat room. Oh, Gamma Val says, and yet nothing is being said about J. Edgar Hoover. Oh, no kidding.
Well, we've known about that for a while, right?
Yeah. Right, but
something has been said.
Well, but something has been said, but they haven't made a great deal, a big deal out of it. But with Lincoln, it would be like, what was he hiding under that stovetop hat? I guess it's a stovepipe hat. Or a stovetop.
Or a stovetop, whatever it is. Stupid black hat.
Unfolding Joker. Maybe it signifies he's the bottom in the group.
See?
No. He's talking about the Brazilian.
Okay.
Brazilian. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe that's why Lincoln was assassinated. Maybe it wasn't over the hatred of slavery and Booth killed him because he didn't want to see me anymore.
Right. If I can't have you, no one. Those
no
were his last words.
Yeah.
Everyone heard John Wilkes Booth yell, "If I can't have you, no one will." And it sounded a lot like Sic Semper Tyrannis. And they thought, well, we can't have him saying that. It had to have been.
That's your smoking gun right there.
Right.
Literally, that's your smoking gun.
All right. So you have, let's see, we want to see Helen Keller. Then we have a joke of the day.
Oh, it's like a double hit. It's a double hit joke of the day because this one, I laughed out loud. It's a funny video from this comedy troupe that puts them together. Their name is on the video. What the heck is their name?
I can't see it until we minimize it. We can give
I mostly blame myself. Group. Okay. And it'll make you laugh. Go ahead. Come on now. That's funny business right there. That's funny business.
Because, see, she's blind, so she couldn't see the traffic going the
other
way behind her.
That is the joke. Yeah.
Do you know what Helen Keller's favorite color was?
Oh, no. No, Brad. What was Helen Keller's favorite color?
Corduroy.
See, she's blind.
She's blind. Do you know why? You know why Helen Keller's dog was so mad?
No, Brad. Why was Helen Keller's dog so mad?
Because if your name was, you'd be mad too. Go ahead, top that one.
Hilarious. All right, I'll give you. Okay, Saturday morning joke of the day. Now, this is not me. That's not my joke.
No.
So don't blame me for this. Okay. What has two wings and a halo?
I don't know. What has two wings and a halo?
An Asian phone call. Wing, wing, halo.
Sadly, another Saturday Morning Live has come to an end. You can always get more of Jeff Fisher's irresistible presence by following him on X at JeffyJFR. Send him an email, chewingthefat@theblaze.com. And remember, you can get a cameo from Jeffy, but it's not free. So don't even ask. And if it's more of Brad Staggs that your heart needs, that's easy too. Follow him on all the socials at Real Brad Staggs. He never checks his email, but you can try brad@thedailymojo.com. Also, download the Daily Mojo app. It's on the Apple App Store right now, just waiting for your tug. As long as you guys don't need anything else, like a foot rub or maybe a neck massage, great! Then I'm out of here. Watch the Daily Mojo Monday morning at 7 and Chewing the Fat drops again Monday afternoon. Until then, I'm not Stu, saying if it's pasta you want, you gotta boil some noodles. Hasta la vista.